So guys, how is Moscow?
Really fun.
Great.
Moscow.
Yeah, this time we are lucky with the weather. Cool.
How many times have you been to Moscow?
15, 16 times. Really a lot.
Yeah, nearly every year since '95.
First, we're going to cover your previous experience. They celebrate the Non and the Look projects. How did they influence your creative work nowadays? Would Scooter sound like if there has been no such project?
Of course, it was the first project HP and me were running up together. It was like, you know, like education time for us. Of course, we tried to become successful. We had a lot of experience with some interviews, some releases and stuff. But we
First TV shows.
First TV show, we learned a lot
but
about
no
business.
success.
Yeah.
And this was for like 8 years. And so when you are working 8 years without any success, it's a good basis. Success is coming. You know what it's meaning. You don't freak out after the first hit because you know how is it like normally. And so this was a very important experience to have a career for a longer time, because most of the artists who are very successful from the beginning, it's different because they think this is the normal way, but it isn't, and they are really surprised when after the third single they are gone. And we always knew what it means to be successful, and we were really working hard all the time.
And how would you describe the situation with music now and 15 years ago, for instance? I mean, meaning of music to people. What music means to us.
This hasn't changed that much because many people love music. The business has changed a lot, but the music, I think it's even getting more because all of the media, the internet, it's much easier to get to know new music, new styles of music. What disappeared in a way is the underground, which we really liked in the past when there was a certain special people who listened to some kind of music and nobody else knew about it. This is not possible today. It's as soon as something is appearing, everybody knows all over the world.
You have made lots of remixes. What is important for you when making a remix?
Remixes is something we don't like that much. Yeah, it's much work and little money. Yeah.
But if you do such works, do you pick it yourself, or you are offered to make a remix?
Normally when there's an artist who wants a Scooter remix, they call the record company and our record company and ask if we can do a remix. That's the normal way.
About your record company, how is it going?
Conda Records are doing very well.
Yeah, it's one of the few labels in dance music that survived. It's really still very successful. Many really successful DJs are on our label.
Tell us about your studio. How do you work in studio? How do you distribute roles? Who generates ideas? Who develops the ideas? And about the final steps.
In general, you can say that HP is the freaky guy, and Michael is the DJ, and I'm more the conservative musician. And
that's what he thinks. Nothing to do with reality. I think you are the freaky guy. I'm the only one who has got a plan. Michael is sitting there staring to his computer.
Yes.
Sometimes I think it doesn't take a long time and he's just fall asleep. And we've got a new guy in our studio who's
He's the only one who's working.
yeah.
He's 18 years old, fresh, full of energy, and it's really show us old guys how to work.
No, but everyone has got his own place where to work. We've got 3 studios and I've got an office where I write my lyrics and everything. And when we see something's happening, a new track which could be a single, we work all together. We are sitting there with 3-4 people. Everyone's got ideas. We try out all the ideas until it's finished and everybody is happy.
Do you use software since now? Plugins and so on, or you are like old-fashioned guys?
New fashion.
No, we're really new fashions. Even the old-fashioned guys only do work with software synth because it's much easier. It sounds better. It's you press one save key and everything is saved and can be recorded afterwards. And it's really good to have this. And I think the newer plugins they even sound better than than the old synthesizers. Of course, the restorations of the old synthesizers, like virtual copies of it, they have got the big advantage that they always work. And I love it a lot.
But there's one problem if you try to find a certain special sound which you heard somewhere. It's nearly impossible because there are so many different software synths. You can't listen to all the sounds from all the synthesizers. That's
But
sometimes.
still, I think you have the Virus TI to.
It's to be honest the only piece of hardware that I still use.
Because of the sound or because of lots of presets?
No, I don't use the presets too often. It's we usually design our sounds from scratch.
Even if there's a good sound, Rick likes to change it until it's...
Abilities of modern software synths are much better than the old ones because you have lots of modulation abilities, much more than the old days. You've got 4 oscillators, multi-saw and everything. So many things, such a lot of going on talking about synthesis, and so it's much easier to create create something that really kicks you.
Do you use new computer technologies like this one on the scene?
I got one, but on stage, the sounds that we play live come from main stage from an iMac. It's also software synthesizers. Yeah, the Logic main stage part, just on the shelf for playing AU and VST plugins.
I never knew Rick is so good in Russian language.
But this works the best for us because you can switch the sound between the sounds without a break. The release of one pad, for example, can still be heard while you're playing another sound. This is really cool when you work with the main stage.
So Ableton is not your way to go, yeah?
To be honest, in the studio we are working with Ableton.
Ableton, yeah. Music critics writing about dance electronic music have different opinions on your influence on the history of dance music. Some say that you have made the techno music too popular and deprived sense of it, but others say that you have increased awareness of people about electronic dance music. What do you think about it?
I think both are right.
The real dance music is still in the underground. I mean, of course, David Guetta and Lady Gaga and all those chart artists are doing dance music, but it's really the real club music is still in the underground. There are 2,000 releases every day. When you listen to the Beatport, the download stores and everything, you will see so much new tracks every day. 2,000 tracks per day, and it's really have nothing to do with commercial, and no normal person would take care of. I think it's still in the underground.
So now, having this success, having money, you are like more free to experiment. What do you think about it?
I think it's always like when you are doing successful sports or whatever, you always want to win and to be successful. That's the main thing, not the money. That doesn't matter. Of course you need it, but it's not the only motivation. It's really to be part of the top 10 and one of the best dance artists. This is what you always want to be and to continue. But you can only reach this aim if you try out new stuff, if you are open-minded to new things, because if you're stuck on your own, the same style all the time, it's getting boring also for the fans and for the people. So you have to be open-minded, try out new stuff every time.
What do you think about dance music in Europe, in Russia, in the United States? How is it different?
I think United States, they only copy the stuff from Europe, put together with their own R&B influences, but all the things are from Europe.
England, Sweden, Germany, this is the biggest market. But the music there is really everywhere the same. It's more international right now. Every DJ plays the same. It doesn't matter if you're in Moscow or in London or in Ibiza, it doesn't matter. The most DJs play the same kind of club tracks, I think.
But still, are people different in different countries? For instance, in Russia and Ukraine.
Oh, it's been a long time. We played in the Ukraine, nearly, when was it?
2004.
It's a long time, yeah. So we have not that much experiences right now. Hopefully we're gonna play there again in the near future. Yeah, but we go out in Russia every time we are here, and it's always very good atmosphere, party people, and but there are all the time too many girls, so I can't concentrate on the music. That's the only problem.
What plans do you have for 2011?
First of all, we're going to release the new single at the end of April, and in August the new album is going to be released, and we're doing lots of single shows, festival shows, and sometimes as well.
Yeah, then we have a very big show this year in Hamburg. It's in the football stadium, and this is really special. I would recommend to every fan to go there, and because it's the biggest concert we ever had.
It would be completely live with
musicians, it's really a big thing. Yeah,
We try to put everything one more level
Yeah.
high. It's because it's a really big stadium, and you know, last year